Well, I gotta say, it's definitely been a while since I last done something like this, so... Hello everybody. How do? I hope all of you are having yourselves a wonderful morning, day, night, evening, whatever time zone you're in. Hopefully it is a good one, whatever it may be. As for me, well, also I should also ask and say, I hope you guys have had yourself a good weekend. If so, how was it? If not, I hope the week for you gets better. But as for me, over the weekend, I will say I've had a bit of a, in terms of putting it, slightly stressful type of deal kind of going on here and there and almost everywhere. Some of you may be wondering, what do you mean by that? Well, I mean, at least to say, my weekend wasn't terrible. First things first, one thing that I've been doing on the site is getting caught up and watching, finally. I've been watching the Invincible series now, and I will say, I love it. I am currently in the midst of, I think, finishing Season 2. I don't know how many episodes there are in Season 2. I'm hoping 8 like the first season. But outside of that, that's the only thing that I have pretty much been doing. I just been watching that and also kind of dealing with some small but not entirely major car issues. And one of them is the fact that I got to get some new tires because apparently my tires have been on my car since 2019. For anybody wondering what model my car is, it's a 2020. Therefore, it's been around for a while. That thing's been on the road for way too long, and the tires have been on that car for abhorrently longer, probably. And not only that, and luckily it did get fixed, apparently there was a nail in one of my tires, so, cool! Really fucking cool. But yeah, other than that, it at least got patched up, and I'm still able to drive my car. I just gotta worry about getting new tires tomorrow, so because of that, I gotta let everybody know, depending on how things go tomorrow for me, and how long that will take, stream might continue as per usual time, i.e. 7 o'clock EST. If not, it might be delayed till 8 p.m. Keep up, go ahead and follow me on my Blue Sky if you wish to keep up to date on that. But yeah, outside of that, my days have been pretty good. I have just been catching up with Invincible here and there, and hopefully I can catch up with possibly the last 2 episodes of the second season later tonight. Because right now because next up I got episode 7, and after that episode 8, which if not, maybe I could watch one early in the morning. If not, then, I mean, hey, we'll find out later. But yeah, outside of that, you may be wondering what we're doing today. Well, obviously, if you can tell by the title, we are getting into some art. And you're probably wondering by the title, well, what are we actually doing? And what are you even drawing? Don't worry about it, because we're not actually going to be drawing. We're actually going to be animating once again. And you're probably wondering, what are we animating? Well, we're animating over a clip that I have gotten over stream the past few days, which was in my Final Fantasy VII Remake stream. Go ahead and check that out on YouTube if you haven't already. It should be in the live section. And we're going to be animating over a little voice clip that I had stumbled across. And you'll see what that is in a second, because I believe it's about time that we just hop over to it. But before we do, I got to do this real quick. It's something I gotta do every time, so... I happen to have a Red Bull with a coffee, so if you want to help support your boy in any sort of which way whatsoever financially, feel free to go down into the YouTube description or video or Twitch About section and click links that lead you over there to do so. On my Red Bull, I got stickers, and on my coffee, I got commissions open for RPC, switching modes, for stick art, and even animations. So if any of those tickle your fancy in any sort of way, head down to the areas I just said, click the links, you'll find some instructions over there in the door. And if none of those tickle your fancy, if you're over on the YouTube stream, you can come over to Twitch and hit me with a little subscribe. If you want to help support me financially that way. And if not, don't worry, all these are in every sort of way optional. They are not mandatory at all. They're just there if you want to help support your boy financially. Yeah, anyway. So, the clip that we are going to be animating over, which, hold on, let me swap over there real fast. And let me just turn down the music a little bit so that way you can hear this. I did some minute edits to this so that way you guys could at least see for yourselves. But basically we're going to be animating over this clip. No better way to keep you and your family safe. And I don't know why, but apparently I can't really hear it on my end. I think I might need to fix that somehow in any sort of way whatsoever. Like, actually, hold on. Let me do a little look-see around here, Z. Let me go into, like, stuff here and there. Hold on. I just need to see what I can do to get the audio going through, I'm gonna check my iPad first before I mess with anything on my computer. And I am here on the BRB section because I just don't want to possibly accidentally leak anything personal of mine. Where is audio? Where's audio? Hold on, let's at least see right here. Maybe. No, it's still coming through on the iPad itself. Motherfucker, this wasn't a problem before. Why is it a problem now? Hold on, let me unplug it and plug it back in. Maybe that might help out. Let's see. Still coming through on the iPad. What the fuck, bro? Wasn't like this before when I was animating. The Beckett Let Me Smash, but with Rathalos and Rathian. I got a problem now. Come on, audio. Where's some audio thingies that can help out with this? Please. You just turn the music up a little bit so that way at least I have something playing in the background and I can focus a little bit on this. Sounds. Okay, here we go. Maybe this might help out a little bit here. Maybe, no, it probably wouldn't be because it's on silent mode. That wouldn't be the case because I've had it on silent for years. Maybe it might possibly be an issue with the PC. Let me go in and check. This will definitely be be a bit here, folks. I deeply apologize. Hold on. Actually, let me just come on. Let me at least look into the app real fast. Maybe there might be some problems here. Okay, then I'm gonna have to hold off on that for just a second while I look through my PC here. See if I can find the issues. Gotta look for some sound. I think it's sound mixer option. No, hold on. That is not at all what I am looking for. Maybe it was audio, not sound. Audio. Maybe this right here. That is not at all the thing. It opened up Explorer. Why the fuck would I want to open up Explorer? I have a Prodigy X. Not sponsored, just actually like the thing. Hey, hold on, maybe it was. Let me go ahead and check this out. Yeah, okay. So, change the system sounds. There we go. Okay. Let me see. It's coming through, then why the hell is it being an issue? Hold on. Why is this a problem? Maybe if I turn off the Bluetooth? No. Then shut the fuck. This should not be a problem. Why is it a problem? I did not have this problem before. Why am I having it now? Here, let me unplug the HDMI and then plug it back in real fast. Maybe that might be the issue here. Why is this an issue? This shouldn't be an issue. Let me go into studio mode here and then go back to the arts section real fast. Check out the audio. I don't know why I'm not hearing a thing. Hold on, let me... Trying to see if I can find like where the issue lies in right now. It is not... It is just in general not coming through and I don't know why. I don't know why the audio is not coming through. Why is the audio not coming through? This was not a problem before. Why is it a problem now? Alright, time to go ahead and go back to the old ways of figuring shit out, and that is Googling it. Let me set this to the side for now. Apologies for this, people. This was definitely not a problem before. I don't know why it's a problem now, but apparently it has to be a problem. Gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. Alright, hold on, let me get like the name of this thing again so that way I can at least like get an idea here. External display, okay. Get audio. Capture card OBS, let's start there. Here's the audio monitoring settings. Okay, hold on. Let's be a little specific here. OBS. The app has audio alongside its video feed using a capture card or leveraging your computer's audio. This is gonna be hard because I'm gonna need like the audio to help me understand what's where and how where is going to work here, and right now this is not good. Maybe I might have the plug-in backwards right now. Maybe that might be something. I don't know. Hey, hold on. This is gonna be a bit here, folks. I do deeply apologize for this. Okay, well, hold on. I'm at least getting something. I'm not trying to get an idea of the displays. I'm trying to get an audio thing kind of going on here. So any chance that we can have that working out here? Apple. Okay, hold on. Let me see now. I doubt that I might have done anything, but let me at least just check right fast with this. Right. What the hell is happening here? This should not be a problem. Why is it a problem? Jesus fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me go back into like some other stuff here. Maybe I can figure something out. I hate the fact that there is no settings in the main menu of Procreate Dreams. It really sucks. It's not coming through for some reason. I don't know why it's not coming through. It should be coming through. Maybe if I turn off Bluetooth for just a moment. It's not working. Why is this a problem? This is the most sucky problem that I've ever had to deal with right now. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. It's just like, it's because like, this worked before. There was no problem with audio before. Why is this a problem now? Huh? You want to explain that to me, Apple? I don't fucking get it. Well, hold on, what if I try this? No. My fuck. Okay, hold on, let me unplug it. Like, close all the apps real fast. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and just turn off my iPad entirely real quick. And then I'm going to turn it back on in hopes that that might possibly solve an issue. I doubt it will, but I mean, hey, something's better than nothing, right? But in the meantime, how are y'all's in chat at the moment? Y'all's alright right now? Y'all's doing good? Right now, I'm not gonna lie with you, this kinda sucks. I was really hoping that I would have like some form of art being done right about now, but apparently audio doesn't want to work with my fucking... Or the audio doesn't want to work with my motherfucking thing. Doing good playing Resident Evil 2. Nice, and also hi Onyx. Outside of that, I hope all is going well for you at the moment. Alright, let's see. Maybe this might go through. I doubt it, but let's at least see. Bruh. I feel like at this point the only best bet would be to restart my PC, but I don't want to do that. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off listen device and then reapply listen to device, and then let's see if that... Sonic? Nope. What is the problem? Stuck in a room, Mr. X doesn't want me to leave. Question, are you playing the remake of Resident Evil 2 or OG? Just asking get the curiosity. I don't get why the fucking audio doesn't want to fucking work for me. Remake? Okay. I had a feeling, I was just unaware. Okay, there's an input thing for sounds on the iPad. Where's the output? Where the hell? Maybe it might need something to do in the settings for the app itself, maybe? Let me check. Okay, I flipped one thing. Let's see if that's it. Nope. I think it's got bugged. It's spitting in place. What does that mean? Oh, you mean Mr. X, okay. I thought for some reason you were talking about, like, my shit. Hold on, is it even connected? I think it is, right? It is, so I don't know why the hell... Maybe I should replug in... Maybe I should unplug and replug in my capture card? Maybe that might be the solving in this? Never mind, he smacked me and now he's free. Damn. That was familiar. Oh damn, okay, maybe the fact that my capture card felt like it was overheating a bit might be a bit of an issue, but hey, only one can know when they learn the shit, right? Sorry if I sound far away, I am just practically underneath my desk at this point, trying to see if my capture card might be the problem or not. Yeah, let's plug you back in and see if that might have been the issue. No monitor, I do not wish to change. I do not wish to change that shit. I just wish to see if I can get this working now. Please. Bruh. What am I missing? Am I missing something? Is there something that I am missing at the moment? My... Fuck. Okay, hold on, let me see. Maybe I just need to get audio through external monitor. All right. Let me search about that real fast. I deeply apologize, and you know, hold on. I deeply apologize for the fact that this has just kind of been like the stream where it's just been like troubleshooting the stream, but it's just, I'm trying to figure out how to get this working. Device. For my iPad, please. By default, iPad OS automatically routes all audio from the connected external monitor or TV as soon as you plug in the HDMI or USB-C. If your monitor does not have built-in speakers, but it does have speakers. What the fuck? I got Resident Evil 2 for like $10, the deluxe version, because the Capcom set. Right, I forgot that that's a thing. Capcom really loves getting a lot of sales out for their games, and honestly, I like them for that. They are awesome. They're practically like Steam in that case, I'm not gonna lie. Not exactly like them, but close. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this working now. If I can, if my iPad audio can cooperate. Okay, that's right here. Swipe down from the top right corner of your screen to get the control center. Tap the AirPlay icon. Which one's the AirPlay icon? Because I don't use this shit much. AirPlay. Hey. I'm trying to get the icon for airplane. Can I get that, please? Is this it? It's not it. Then where the hell? Come on, work with me just for a second here, Google. Icon. I need to know what the icon looks like, because I have no idea what the icon looks like. Maybe it might be a small issue with the way that this is set up, because I'm not gonna lie, it's slightly bit. Nope. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, maybe I need to go into my settings specifically for this one. Okay, hold on, let me unplug this again. Maybe I need to get this a little closer, further upwards a little bit here. Because right now I also got like my charger for my iPad like in this shit as well, and it's kind of just the... I am really trying here, folks. I'm not joking with you. Why? Just fucking why? Why is this an issue? It shouldn't be an issue. Why is it an issue? Like literally, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes seeing how to fix this, and for some reason it don't want to be fixed. Just why? This was literally not a problem before, because I was able to get like the... Hold on, let me test it with something else real fast. Maybe let me get the Becky Let Me Smash audio playing real fast. Okay, it's coming through the iPad. I don't know why or how. So it's definitely not just the thing itself, but got me wondering now, why the hell is this even an issue in the first fucking place? What is it? Is it even going through the display on like my end specifically? It is. Then what? Why? How? What way? Okay, hold on. Maybe I might be missing something here. Let me go ahead and... Maybe it might be the gay shit that I'm using right now. Because I'm using like the HDMI for my PlayStation 5 real fast. Let me test something real fast and replug it into the PS5 and see if the audio comes through that. because it's like it should not be coming through my iPad itself. It should be coming through. It should be coming through the external monitor port, plugin that I have right now, and I don't know why it's not doing this. All right, hold on. Where's my piece? There it is. Okay. If we hear it go through, then that means it's supposed to be working. He's coming through, then I don't know what the fuck. I actually don't know what the hell. What the fuck, bro? I'm actually at a loss for words. I don't know why. Hello. I don't know why this is being an issue. Why is this being an issue? It shouldn't be a problem.
Covers always judge books by today. If they are shiny or not.
It's like, what?
Every page inside is meaningful as always. But no one's gonna read them out again. Oh, please don't wait for me down.
Okay, hold on. I know it's not, most likely not the case, but let me try with a different HDMI cable. Maybe that might be the thing that helps save us from this hell, whatever's going on right now. Let's see. Got another one down here. Let's see. Maybe this might be the thing that helps save us from audio hell right now. Yay. It's connected. Let me turn down the music a little bit so that way we can test and hear this. Okay, this is getting stupid. Okay, hold on, let me... no, this is not what I want to do. iPad, I wish to get the audio from the external port into OBS. Yes, come on, hey, help me here. Help me, brother. Okay, hold on. Let me really test this out real fast and get like a random video from YouTube and get that going a little bit here, huh? Let me look up a random song or some shit and see if the audio goes through the external port real fast. Hold on. What's a good one to start with? Fuck, what's something to use? You know what? Okay, since I know what we're supposed to be doing, let me see. Green Hill Zone. Let's see. Okay, the audio's still coming through my iPad. What the fuck, bro? Okay, hold on. Maybe it really is because of the way that this is kind of like going right now. I think. Let me see. Oh, hold on one second. I just got somebody at my door. Okay, sorry about that. Got called away to do something real fast. Well, deepest apologies for that, and I realize I kind of left you guys sitting here with no audio. Okay, hold on. Okay, the icon for the thing has... Okay, never mind. Let me see. Why the fuck is it still only coming through the iPad? Dude, this should not be happening. I don't know why this is happening. Why the fuck is this happening? The audio should be coming through. Why the fuck is the audio not coming through? Okay, hold on. Let me try this now. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking... Why the fuck are you... The audio should be coming through. I don't know why it is not coming through. Pissing me the absolute fuck off. I don't fucking get it. Why the hell is this being the issue? Come on, plug it in, please. Just fucking work with me, please. Let me try this again. I have a feeling that it might be because of the fact that OBS having to be updated as much as it has been by diff. But even then, the audio is not coming through until like the main device is up. I don't get that. I don't know why that is. Should not be the case. I don't get it. No, the electricity got cut off for a moment. It's been a while since I've saved. Ding. Man. This is just beautiful. I don't fucking get it. Hold on. Hold on, let me look up something. Hold on. You out? Yes, please. Audio out. How do I get audio out? Come on. Please let me fucking know. Please let me fucking know. Hold on, it's saying audio broadcast. Well, what the wait, where the fuck is the audio broadcast? Bitch! Hold on, is this audio broadcast? Huh? Oh, that's airdrop. Where's audio broadcast? No. Hold on, let me find it in my settings real fast. Audio where the fuck is audio broadcast? Hold on. Audio broadcast icon. Yes, please. I need to know where the fuck. What the fuck? It's like this shit doesn't make sense anymore, bro. I swear the fuck. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I think I figured it out. Let's go! Oh, it only just took us like nearly a whole hour. Holy shit. Okay. Finally. Okay, hold on. Let me get everything set up properly now because of that. That took way longer than it needed to. Alright, but anyway. So this is what we're working on, everybody. So for anybody that doesn't know, I happen to have a bit of a small ear for whenever it comes to like hearing specific audio from people, especially voice actors, because I'm not gonna lie, there's still a point where I would like to do some voice acting work. So if anybody is interested in any sort of which way whatsoever, if you happen to see this, feel free to contact me on my Blue Sky. As I would rather not do, I don't like doing it by email because I don't like having personal emails out into public. So I mean, hey, I'm sorry, but that's kind of how I work. But anyway, I know it's very unprofessional, but it's how I like to work. But yeah, anyway, for anybody wondering what we're supposed to be animating over, it's this. This is a clip from my FF7 remake stream, and I have to have caught an ear from a specific voice actor in the game, and this is what I heard. Sonic? But yeah, after having to deal with hours of that bullshit of trying to get the audio working, which I don't know how the fuck that happened, we finally got through, and now we're here. But yeah. Hold on. I did not realize that this was a thing that I could hear. Hold on. Music. Shut your bitch ass for a second. I need to turn up the audio real fast in OBS, because do you guys hear this? I did not know that was a thing. What the hell? That is hilarious. I did not know that was a thing. Also, sorry for not like showing a proper performance of apologies, but I am sorry to hear that happened to you, Onyx. I do hope that eventually your game is you won't have too much trouble with your game, and you'll at least be farther along than you and I both realize. Well, yeah, good luck with Mr. X if you go back to fighting him again. Alright, but anyway, audio, come back, please. Dude, the fact that that went on for about an hour is crazy. Okay, but yeah, Mr. X really wants Leon's... Again with the Ussy jokes, bro, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit right there. If it's a little high or a little low, please do inform me of that. Okay. But anyway, let's see, what's the first bit of obvious? No better, hold on, let me read that. No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Yeah, we're basically going to be treating Sonic like he's a weapons dealer here. Apologies for how the audio is. I don't know. I mean, I do know why, and it's just because of the fact that, like, in the game it has 3D audio, so therefore it's gonna sound like right ear audio only, at least for in game. Here it's gonna be a bit different. I do deeply apologize for that. For at least my personal audio, and yes, I do plan on keeping that in because funny, haha. Oh. Okay, let's at least... The bars, they have noises. Okay, I think I need to fix that real fast. I need to go back into settings and fix that real fast. Hold on, I deeply apologize for the fact that this is all you've been seeing for the past few minutes, people. Hold on, where are they? There it is. It makes sense. Okay, turn that off because that's gonna continue to fuck me up if I hear that. Alright, but anywho. Alright, let's see. Let's get like a sort of desk thing kind of going on here, huh? Is that up? Oh, no, I better get a regular pen going. Hold on, do I have any? I do have other stuff. Alright. Might keep that in mind. Okay, I need to remind myself that I am not dealing with Procreate here. I'm dealing with Procreate Dreams, so I gotta treat this like I don't have any other tools that I'm usually used to with Procreate here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think something like that will help out a little bit. A little bit of that, and then a little bit of this. Hold on, wait, no. Okay, and then a little bit of this. Okay. Dude, I gotta change that to be over here at some point, like the fucking... the brush size scalers. I need to change that to the right side and not be the left if that is possible, because I am so used to... I'm so used to this... these little scales being over here, not over here. I need to fix that eventually, because that is just horrendous. Just downright off. Okay, let's have that fill duration. Ow, my back. Okay, and then as for layers, let's just, yeah, and now we're here. Now here's where we bring in the Big Blue himself, finally. But now the question is, how do we design them here? Maybe we go with a look that mixes the classic Sonic that we all know and love with, or at least know and are used to, with a tad bit of inspiration from the Sonic Boom design. Just because we're trying to make him look like a weapons dealer here a little bit, so let's try going with that. Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom! Yeah, that would probably be best to get a good start out of it, because he already looks a little bit like a weapons dealer with that. Also, my neck and my back are killing me for some reason, and I don't know why. Alright, let's get the classic Sonic in here real fast. Where is it good? Yeah. When I say classic, I mean the design that we've been used to throughout the 2000s, not any sort of design in the 90s or even 80s. Just because that's a design that nowadays most people are used to. Yeah, like look at that, it's like this. Yeah, like it's looking like that. Okay, I'm trying to get like a good idea on how I can go about like making him look here, because this is a bit rough to say the least. But even then, this is supposed to be like an animatic type of thing anyway, like the Becky Let Me Smash stuff. So that's nothing too out of the ordinary. Gonna definitely be a lot like that in a sense. Yeah, I am definitely butchering the way that this design looks, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta really think this through a little bit here. Let's start with the hands. Hey there, Reaper, how's it going, bro? You just missed out on what I can only probably assume would be the longest troubleshoot I ever had to personally deal with. Because audio, for some reason, from Dreams here, which is that wouldn't come through. And I've been dealing with that for nearly an hour. I'm just thinking about it. Did the volume even go up? I don't think it did. Let me see. Can I don't need to change that. All right. I can't really even change that anyway. I do good. Which, by the way, Reaper, if you want to, I am in my Discord, so if you want to hang out and chat in there, you can. Feel free. Won't stop you. If you're able to, I won't force you. Let's see. I need a good look at a Sonic's face. I need a good look at that shit. Funny enough, I got like a good one right here. I guess it's decent enough. Need like a better way to see that. Lunge this, I need a better angle. Yeah, the hand's a bit butchered in the sense that it's kind of like hard to tell that this is supposed to be a hand. Yeah, I'm just butchering him entirely here. I should actually just go with like a flat palm so that way I can have something decent to work with here. Currently talking to my girlfriend in this, so I don't think I can do that. So I can't at this moment. You're good, you're fine. Like I said, I'm not gonna force you to hop in here. I'm not gonna force you to hop in here. It's just an option if you got the opportunity. Ow. Hold on, I need to do a small thing with my chair here. Right there. Gotta remove the inner cushion that it's got. So hold on. Fucking come on. All right, there we go. I don't know why that was an issue, but it was. But now, hopefully shortened. It's because the netting on my chair, and yes, I do have one of those types of office chairs, was just kind of digging into my back for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, let's see. Is there like a scene anywhere where Sonic happens to have his palms just laying flat? From what I could tell, no. He's always got his hands in a bit of a fist looking way, and that's kind of just not really what I'm hoping for. See, let's kind of go with this then. Yeah, let's get a little bit of that. Should I add in the bandages from Sonic Boom, or that'd be a little too much? I think for now we'll just stick with trying to draw the regular Sonic body, and then we'll kind of move on from there. Now, funny enough, even despite the many cartoony kind of things I may have drawn in the past, one of the things that I've never drawn is Sonic. I have never drawn anything Sonic related before, funny enough, and I think this might be my first time doing that. So you and I are going to be in for a treat for when we see the final product here. Okay, hold on, I gotta remind myself, what is he saying in this clip? Right. Right. Alright, let's see. Trying to see like the many different facial angles that he's got, which is quite a lot, not gonna lie. You know, funny enough, I think the kind of facial angle that I'm looking for right now, I'm getting from a Sonic 06 image right now, and that's crazy to say. Okay, hold on. Gonna try putting a little bit of my own spin on the way that he looks here. We got the nose, a classic little jelly bean looking nose. First, got to get those iconic eye in here. Because let's be honest, even despite the fact that it's supposed to be very cartoonish, this shit's an eye. I mean, just look, I mean, look at the way that these. There's no cut in here, so it's like it's just definitely one eye, you know. You know. Funny enough, I think we're actually starting to get close to what we need in terms of design for Sonic here. I'm gonna go for like a little fist on the hip thing right here, which, looking at it, I think I might need to lift it up just a tiny bit here. Just be like, yeah, and then a little. A little bit of this right here and there should be good and dandy. Gonna get like the idea here for like the fist, because this, actually looking at it, there is like a sort of way that he has his fist on the side, and it's kind of like he's got like the back of his palm on the side, and he's just letting his hand just kind of curl up a little bit here. It's a bit hard to describe, so I'm gonna have to just try to go off of what I can to really show off what I'm talking about here. I'm actually having a hard time trying to draw this. Google, any chance I can actually get like an idea of this hand that you're trying to show me, but reversed? That would be nice. That would be very nice. Oh, I did not mean to click that. That was my bad. I wanted to open the image in new tab. Open image in new tab. Okay, okay, okay. I've never drawn hands like this, so I am in a bit of a pickle at the moment. At the moment. Actually, looking at it the way that this is looking just in general. Just hold up. Let me start drawing the hand a little bit first here, so that way I can at least get what I'm looking for. Funny enough, I think that actually kind of works out a bit. You know, I think I'm actually not going to have his eyes closed for the beginning frame. I'm going to have them open up a little bit. With a little bit of an angry brow kind of staying there as a way of being like, I am serious about this, you better listen the hell up. kind of works a little bit here, not gonna lie. Okay, well, hold on. Let me at least get like the scarf kind of going here a little bit. You know what? Screw it. Let's give him a shoulder pad. He's got to really look the part if he's going to be a weapons dealer, right? He's got to look the part to sell the parts. Hmm. You know what? Let's make it even further of a FF7 reference and just put in like little things right here that look like screws, just kind of poking out of the armor like clouds. Make it look the part a little bit more. Have it just work out as well as it kind of does. Alright, hold on. Okay, with the way that this is looking, I'm gonna need to just, yeah. Okay, the nose starts right here, so we're gonna need to start right there then. We're gonna take this, and we're going to copy it, and then paste it right here. And then we're just gonna... And as for this one, this is where we're gonna be like... Yeah, that actually kind of works out a little bit here. I think actually kind of keeping it to where it's just shit. Where there's like a bit of wrinkle here to insinuate an angry brow, and then no anger. It kind of loosening it up a little bit here actually kind of helps it a little bit, I think.
Better way to keep you and your family safe.
Okay, I think we'll just have it kind of go up to about like frame 15 for now. See how that kind of looks real fast.
Better way to keep you.
Okay, yeah. This is where we're gonna start changing it up a tiny bit here. Gonna bring in the body again, but have him be in like a different pose this time, so that way he lets you know that he's serious about wanting to protect you. It's just that I found it immensely funny that I picked that up, and the fact that it's just like that is definitely the voice of Sonic right there. Okay, and I'm kind of actually going off the image that I have on the side here, just as like a point of reference to be like, okay, he's got to definitely be pointing like this. It actually is helping out quite a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna still at least put a tad bit of my own spin with it on this look, just a tiny bit, just a teeny weeny little bit. Make it look decent enough. Yeah, maybe that finger's just a tad bit too long. You gotta make sure that he has that, like, a little bit of, like, a sort of sass to him a little bit, because he's kind of got that look when it, just in general, just with his posing and overall, like, let's be honest. He may not be a sassy character, but he definitely has that sort of sass on him, you know? Might have made a little extra work for having, like, the little screws on there, but fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. It works just a bit. I was surprised I never caught that at the beginning, but then again, like, or at least like around the time when I started playing this game, but to be honest, I probably played this like, I played that game like back around the time when it released, so I was just like, and at the time I wasn't like heavy into like many voice actors, I'll admit. But it was just because like at the time I wasn't like fully in the space of like wanting to be in like the voice actor sphere, I guess you could say. Should actually change up his face just a tad bit so that way it looks like he's leaning a little bit more to the side. It actually kind of works a little bit. I'm actually gonna bring one part of the eye down a little bit so that way he kind of looks like he's gonna like that. Got a little bit of that sort of eyebrow raise on him a little bit there. Okay, hold on, let's see. Let's bring this up to here just a little bit because I don't know where this is gonna go. Yeah, let's bring it up to 29 then. Let's see how this looks now. Okay, hold on. Let's actually have it up to 30. Now, what does he say after that? Okay, hold on. Let's just have that right there. Actually, no. Let's just add a frame there. Hold on. Insert frame. Okay, apparently that didn't work. Have that there for as like a stopping point, so that way we can remember. Alright, hold on. Here's an idea. I'm gonna have him kind of bend down a little bit here, and then his rear head spikes are just gonna be like this. And then he's gonna pull out a big ass sword. Times are falling hard for Sonic here, folks, to put it lightly. The beautiful grace of free will is always so funny, you know? Okay. Now we're just gonna have him kind of pop up from the counter now and just hold a big ass sword. Actually, no, hold on. What's the sword look like from Sonic and the Black Knight? Sonic and the Black Knight. Yes. All right. Sonic and the Black Knight sword, so that way we can. That way we can be very specific. I am going to use the one that is found on the cover of the game, so that way people know people know which one I'm trying to reference here. Some people might like hear that and be like, oh, you know, yeah, there's multiple blades. You can go ahead and use that one. I get that. But I want to use the one that's like on the cover so that way everybody knows which one is supposed to be. Now we have him. We're gonna go like this now and then be like this. Have one arm like this. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to be like, how would I try to present a weapon? Okay, I think I actually got the idea here. Yeah, like that a little bit here. Trying to make it like he's trying to sell the sword from the Black Knight. Right now, this just in general is just funny to me. I'm not gonna lie, it's just funny. There are many people that are going to see this and just be like, ha, that's hilarious. Many people that are probably going to be like, Sonic would never do it. I don't care. This is for the funnies. All right, calm down. Yeah, hold on. Realizing it, I should actually have the wrist at a different angle so that way it makes a bit more sense in the way that he's trying to hold it. Like this a little bit, where it's just like... I mean, you think that there would at least be like one sort of thing but where it would be like showing like showing the hand holding the sword in a way. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay, yeah, that actually kind of works a little bit. And it also makes a lot more sense because it's Final Fantasy, so win, 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 win. Okay, hold on, let me readjust the fingers a little bit so that way it kind of looks like he's got all 5 on him. Okay, that's a bit, that's a little rough right there. Trying to make him look like he's holding a sword, not having a format of weird, I don't know, what would be the hand equivalent of scoliosis? Okay, hold on, let me... Always a bit rough having to work with like the shapes I can only make by myself because like I wish that I had the like tools from Procreate where I would just like I could just like make a shape, hold it, and then it would reform into like the shape that I need. But here in Dreams, that's not the case. It sucks a little bit, not gonna lie. So to the creators of Procreate and Procreate Dreams, I beg of you, please allow us to have like the same tools where we can auto make the shapes that we need in Procreate Dreams. That would be very lovely. Thank you. Okay, I'm not gonna go for the entire proper shape of the sword. I'm just gonna get the general shape so that way people will see it and it's just like, oh, is that supposed to be the sword from the game? I'm leaving. Yes, it is. Whether it's from a good and or shitty one is for you to decide, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how. What are people's opinions on like Shadow in the Dark Knight? Because I have no idea. I think I remember like renting that game one day and not even bothering with it. As I remember back then, I tried to be a Sonic fan, but I never really got the chance to get into it much back then. The only game I remember playing that was Sonic related that I tried to get into, I think it was the one with like the genie, like Secret of the Ring or whatever the fuck it was, and it was the Wii version, so you can already imagine my pain. Alright, it's not going to be 100% accurate to the weapon, but it'll at least be close enough. Hopefully people will see it and just be like, oh wow, I can see what he was trying to do there. Hey there, madam. Yes, so for reference, you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. Well, for reference, basically we were playing FF7 last week, the remake. And I happened to come across one of the merchants from the game, the weapons merchant. And I heard this. Yeah, for anybody wondering what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you clipped it right, I forgot. Yeah, for anybody else that doesn't remember, a little reminder here.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own.
Right now I'm trying to like get a friend going to where he's like trying to sell the weapon, and I'm sorry if like the audio is like a bit quiet. It's just like it's all I could work with the clip at the time, so sorry. And I thought it would be funnier to use my clip instead of like some random voice clip from the game. I mean, am I wrong though? Okay, the nose will be right there. Yeah, how you doing, by the way, madam? I hope you're doing alright. Hope things are going swell for you, and I hope things are going perfectly a-okay in any sort of which way whatsoever for you. I'm good, you just sat down to eat dinner. Nice! What you eating for dinner? Well, let's try going with this lower brow. Maybe that might work. Actually, yeah, that kind of works out a little bit. You know, spring egg rolls, right? I believe so. I believe so. Is that what you have? Imagine that, but as a rice bowl. Nice, that sounds delightful. Actually, just kind of realizing it, I'm somewhat missing one important feature with Sonic, and that is his ears. I'll go back and get the rest in a minute here. I was wondering why his look felt just a little off. Here, let's see. Does this fix anything here just with adding the ears? Alright, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then... Actually, yeah, that fixes a lot. Damn it, I forgot I had the eraser on immediately again. Oh, no, 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 no. And then just a little bit like that right there, and then bada bum, bada bum, bada boom, bada boom, bada 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 boom, bada boom, bada bada boom, bada boom, 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 bada bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Yeah, let's see how does this look from the beginning? So far so good, but now I got to get the rest in there because as I said earlier, need to try to make him look a little bit more like a weapons dealer in some way, shape, or form, you know? So let's get those armor pads back in here. Handkerchief. A little of that. And then shoulder pad right here as well with the screw in there, which is just meant to be a reference to Cloud, just in general. I always do find it funny whenever you hear like random voices that you definitely know from like other voice actors in like a different game that are voicing a character or at least a person that they usually that would probably never fit the usual of the other characters that they voice, you know what I mean? It's always kind of a little funny. It's like hearing the voice actor who does Billy from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy doing Moxie is just like, I never thought I would have to hear. I never thought I would get to hear that voice actor say fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, hold on, where's that image of like the Sonic toy there, so holding the weapon? Yeah, there we go. And that works. Okay, that should work decently for this part. Alright, move that to there. Shit. Alright. Okay, hold on. Let's back up to the beginning a little bit and get like a assessment of seeing how far we've gotten so far. Even despite the fact that I'm not even kidding for anybody that just entered here, we had like a bit of an hour of like trying to figure out some audio issues because for some reason it wasn't going through on the stream. But hey, we figured it out. And now we have made this much progress within practically 45 minutes time.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own.
It funny enough works. Hold on, I need to see that again just real fast.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own.
just see them bend down and just come back up with the sword is funny.
Come check out our selection.
Huh. Okay, gonna go ahead and put that there so that way we have a reminder of where we need to go after that. Okay, and now we're gonna have him in a sense where it's just like arms out kind of like this. And then just kind of like kind of in a way sort of presenting the shop, you know. Gotta really sell the salesman, weapon salesman type deal here, you know. Okay, give me the looks I need first. Oh, Nick. Hold on. Okay. Now, ears right here. Drawing them immediately so that way I don't forget. Real quick, just a little check-in, a little wellness check to everybody in chat. How are things? Don't mind me just taking a little drink of some. Excuse me. Yeah, hold on. I think I might have messed up the way of this look a little bit here. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna have him like let go of the weapon as he's just like trying to show off the rest of the shop here, because I feel like that would kind of just be a little funny where it's just like, oops. The way I said that sounded like the random old Lego guy, like, whoops, you need to put the CD up your ass. Anybody get that one at all? Yeah, that should be good there. Yeah, that's good right there. And then just, yep, that. Erase that little bit right there. Erase whatever is needed to be erased. Kind of funny that I haven't like drawn out like the little random patch of his stomach right there, but honestly, that can wait. We just need to get the general body shape kind of going right now, and that's about it. Alright. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, actually, let's move this up to here real fast. And let's actually take this and copy it, paste it right here, Okay, hold on, let me. Okay, 54. Got it. Get it. Okay, we're gonna. This is where we're gonna take the sword, and I need to see. Do I have a lasso tool anywhere? Hold on, let me actually look up where the lasso tool is right now for Procreate Dreams, so that way I don't accidentally fuck up. Procreate Dreams lasso tool. Where does one find the lasso tool? YouTube, help me out here, but also shush up, please. Oh wait, actually, this ain't YouTube. This is TikTok. What the fuck? Okay. By the way, I at least need to get an idea of where the lasso tool is, so that way I can use it. Help me! Come on. Come on. Where? Yeah, hold on. No, this is just gonna be nothing. Lasso tool. Doing Sonic Boom Sonic. Actually, it's kind of a combination of like the classic Sonic design that we're used to, at least in the 2000s, I should say, and a mix of Sonic Boom with a little bit of extra, like, sort of an apocalyptic type of look. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm trying to go for here. It's a mix of a couple different designs along with a bit of a creative sort of disconnect, I guess you could say, or at least like a artistic, stylistic choice in a way of putting it. I guess I don't really know. Box frame and tips. Look. Aha. Okay, I need to hit select and that. Use freehand. Okay. Circle the exact. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's how the lasso tool works. Okay, that's what I've been wanting to figure out for a while now. But also, if you happen to notice, madam, this is actually supposed to be a type of design of like taking the sword from Sonic and the Black Knight as well. So it's like literally a mix of like many different Sonic references. Which is kind of like one of the things that I wanted to do with this, being with like the fact that he's sort of supposed to be like a weapons dealer type of Sonic, you know? Hold on, I'm gonna need to reformulate this a little bit. That should be good. Your soul is dry enough. You don't need to wait, need to wait, need to wait for us. Alright, I'm always glad that I actually figured out how to work with the lasso tool now, because honestly, that was like a thing that like really made me wonder, like, how the fuck is that supposed to work? Okay, so what we got right now, let's actually take a second. This music stop for a second. Now let's see, how far deep into this have we gotten?
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our
Actually, not bad at all. Hold on, let me get this all the way up to the end over here where this mark is, where this little mark is right here. Delete frame, and then just, okay. Now, back to the beginning once again, and actually, let's see how this looks.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection.
It actually works out so amazingly well. I'm not gonna lie, this works out amazingly well. Okay, well, hold on. Actually, let me get a listen to the audio again just for a sec.
Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon for you and your needs.
You know, I think I know the perfect little bit that I could do for that little speak to our staff type bit. Hold on, sorry, just trying to like get the audio working out here a little bit. Yeah, gotta ask real fast for anybody that's watching right now. What do you think so far of the animation? I think it's working out really well, personally. Ow, my back. The fact that he says, speak with our friendly staff, I know exactly who I can bring in. Alright, hold on. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. Okay, hold on, let's just have like a little something like this, where it's just kind of like... Hold on, let's try to bring it down a little bit more. And a little bit of like sort of looking to the side kind of angle going on here. Alright. A little bit of that going on. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, now we also got to get that little, what I like to call sassy sort of looking hand to the hip sort of look. That's the only way I can describe it. And luckily, with the way that his hand looks in that, we don't really need to fully worry about how to make it look, worry about making it look good. Alright, and you're probably wondering, why aren't you drawing the arm? Give it a second, hold your horses. I have an idea on how I can go about this. Just hold on. It's gonna take a second, so bear with me here. Also, ears. You working out pretty good so far, dare I say. Dare I say? There I say! There I say! Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting a good sort of look going on here. Okay, hold on, let me see. How far does he say speak with her? Okay, up to frame 83. We can just stick right there for a second. Reason why, you'll see soon. For now, let me put this here. Put this... Hold on, no, let me just... There we go. Okay, hold on, looking at it, I might need to enlarge the way he looks just a tad bit. Move him to the side here. And then just kind of ensure the idea that the hand is still there on the side. Now, the reason this is here... Now hold. And honestly, seeing how the transform tool will work, this is definitely going to work very well into my favor here. Okay, bear with me. Gonna do some copy and pasting for a second here. Reason why, you'll find out soon. It's gonna be a bit of extra work in terms of animation, but I don't care, it's for the funnies. It's already working out a little too well. This is looking goofy as shit. Dude, this looks stupid and I love it. I need to see this in action now. I need to definitely see this in action. Hold on. Let me just bop. And then bop. Alright. Alright, let's see from here.
Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly
Oh, I love it. 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 It looks goofy and I love it. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. Here, hold on. Now it's time for him to pull in our friendly staff, I say with quotes. Alright, Okay, and you're probably wondering who are we pulling in for the friendly staff. You'll see in about a second. This one in particular is built for the funnies and the funnies only. I went a little too far up with the spike there. That's alright. Then we just erase those. Alright, dare I say, this is looking really good. Alright, now in terms of like pulling them in, I think we're just gonna make it like real fast, like that. Just make it so that way you have no time to properly react, being like, oh, that's who's pulling in. Alright. And we're just gonna push them away, like, almost immediately. Yeah, and of course gotta have, like, the little sense of the fact that the glove is right there. Because that's where the hand is, and that's where the hand is. Now, whom are we going to be bringing in? Good question. Hold on 1 minute. Let me go ahead and look up some references of them. Hold on. Let me see. Sonic the Hedgehog. Ba-ba-da-ba. There he is. Alright, and now we just do a little bit of this and then go all the way down here, and you already see who I am bringing in, I presume. For anybody wondering, yes, it's Mr. Keanu Reeves himself. If you get that, congratulations, you're a nerd. Honestly, though, Shadow would definitely probably work in an arms dealership of some kind. I mean, like, the fact that he knows how to handle a naked... Well, the fact that he knows his weapons in some format is definitely accurate. Actually, having those right there might not be the best bet. And then we get the color blue back real fast, and then we just patch this up right here, and then just do a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Then I also gotta like have like a little bit of a red type of deal kind of going on, is the way I was saying, like he just got pulled in there real quick. You're gonna have this be like this for a second. Actually, hold on, no, what I need to do is this, because of the fact that I got like these kind of going on. Need to copy and then paste it, and then erase the lines. Get those lines out of here. Also, I almost forgot the one important part of Shadow the Hedgehog is a little chest floof. Okay, and there we go. Can't have Shadow the Hedgehog without his chest floof. Okay, and then we have this kind of go on, and then we're gonna copy this one as well, and then paste it right here. But we're going to shorten it down, just because we need to make Shadow here blink. And then we do ourselves a favor and we copy and then paste that. And then we erase that a little bit there. Then we reform the brows that he's got here a little bit, so that way he looks a lot more angry. And it works out really well, I dare I say. It works out really well. Okay, and then we just do okay, and we're gonna copy paste this one again. Because we're now gonna have Shadow be pushed away. And we're gonna have that like that, and then we're gonna come down here and then gonna erase a little bit. So actually gonna need to take a bit of a chunk off, because I don't know how much we're actually gonna be pushing away of Shadow here. Because we're basically gonna like do this. We're just gonna be like, hold on. I don't know how much of Shadow we are gonna be erasing, so it's gonna be a little bit of a guessing game in a way of putting it. But it should be a fun guessing game. If I know how to make you happy, I'll be there at your side with a smile. I cannot do anything for you. I hope that kid is not in my line. Forgive me, I really like that. This is one of my favorite songs from Guilty Gear. But I will say specifically, Phrygia is my favorite from Guilty Gear. Alright, I'm actually realizing I'm going to need to turn down the music a little bit, because I do need to get a good listen at this audio. Okay, well, hold on. Let me actually go here, grab this, then copy again, paste. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're going to need to go back in with the lasso tool real fast. Get shadow here. Push him back a little bit. Then get the colors of Sonic here. And have it so that way he's pushing away Shadow. And get those fingers properly aligned. Just a little bit here, just a little bit there. Okay, and then we copy and then paste this again. Actually, first, hold on, we're going to need to... oh boy, almost forgot. Yeah, I gotta delete that and copy paste this one again real fast because we just need to do this, and then... Oh, actually, hold on, I just realized I'm gonna need to undo that real fast because we need to fix up what little bit of blue we got right here from Sonic on Shadow. A little bit of erasing here, a little bit of erasing there, and now we just... Alright, should be good. Alright, now we copy and then paste. Go over here. Go to, no, not transform. We gotta go to select. Get what little bit of shadow we can real fast. Transform. Moving forward just a little bit. Moving to the side a little bit more. And then copy, and then paste again, and then right over here, and now we select, do the lasso tool one more time, transform, and then we go over here just one little time. Gonna bring him down just a tiny bit so that way he looks like he's starting to fall down just a tad bit. Alright, and now we go back over here. Go ahead. Copy, paste, and then... Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, we'll have this stretch out to frame 108. But we need to go in here, grab the eraser tool, and then just erase Shadow from existence real fast. Only because he's practically no longer needed for the rest of this scene. Okay, let's see, let's go back to the beginning real fast and get a good idea of what's going on here, huh? So, music audio, I ask you to kindly quiet down while we just see our progress.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon for you and your needs.
It's working out really well. Hold on.
Speak with our friendly staff.
Oh, I just realized I accidentally forgot to give Shadow his chest floof in the very first frame he's in. Let's fix that real fast before we continue. Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on. Realizing it, I might need to pull back a little bit on like the few frames. Just because I need to move this. Well, I need to move this forward too. I need to move this forward, need to move this forward, need to move this forward. And have this be extended by a few frames. Let's get a look at that now. Yeah. That works out immensely perfectly. Alright, now let's get a little dollop of that good old blue from your nose there, buddy. Now we get to the next frame, which is he's going to be pointing towards the camera. Alright, now get rid of that, get rid of that. Alright, so... Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's see, is there one of him pointing at the camera? At the camera. There is, but not in the way that I thought I would get. At least there so far is one that actually might work out a little bit here. Okay, but I also need, because of the way that this is going to look, I need to look up the Uncle Sam "We Need You" poster. We need you. We need you poster. There it is. Okay, there we go. I need to, oh fuck, okay. I need to make this as symmetrical as I possibly can just by eyeballing it. Because right now what we're going to be doing is going to have him face down just a little bit. Gotta try to get like a good type of mouth look for the way he's saying this, you know? Yeah, but I think I'm actually gonna go with a little bit of a, oh boy, that's a little too large for the eraser. I have like a bit of a different type of brow idea kind of going on here real fast, just so that way it makes a bit of sense, yeah? Gonna make him look like how he did at the beginning. With like a frame where he's just kind of like having a bit of a look down-ish type of deal. But first things first, I kind of realized I made this head just a little too small. So let's go ahead and go this. Get that kind of going there. Little taller as well, a little wider. Erase those little bits there, so that way it looks a little bit more flush. And then kind of get the nose going there a little bit. So we're gonna make it look as decent and as flush as possible. Alright. We're there. Alright. Open image in new tab. Let's get a good look at that finger that's pointing directly at me. Why the fuck is this image so fucking bright? Holy sh... Bleh. Okay, and the thing is, with the way that this is looking, it's the finger that I don't really want pointing directly at me right now, even though I don't really want any sort of finger pointing directly at me. But what I mean by that is it's his left hand and not his right hand. I want his right hand specifically pointing at me. So I'm gonna have to try to reverse this image in my own head in hopes that I can get it as decently as I possibly can. Will that happen? Probably not, but I mean, hey, never hurts to try, right? Well, maybe make the finger look just a little bit bigger so that way it signifies the fact that he's pointing at you. And it does help out a little bit there. Yeah, that works out very well there, dare I say. Dare I say? Dare I say? And now here's where we get the sassy hand on the side pose that he's got again. If I can actually find that pose again. I don't know if I can or not, but we're about to find the fuck out. We are about to find out. Where? Oh, where is the image that I am looking for? Where the ever-loving is it? I know I saw it earlier. I know I can find it again. I just need to know where it was. Right now, I'm slowly starting to lose my mind. Oh wait, never mind. Apparently it was in the image I had up earlier. I just didn't realize it. Well, even then, that's actually not really a great... It's not really a great angle to kind of get what I'm looking for. Alright, hold on, let me see. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, what if I just put in pose, huh? Maybe that might be a decent way to start here. Not really. I mean, all the poses that I'm seeing that, like, I'm trying to use for reference. Don't. I mean, they have the hand position I'm looking for, but they don't have the pose angle that I'm trying to find. Oh, actually, hold on. Never mind. I think I found one that actually works out a little bit here. Just gonna need to rework the lining of everything here for a second. I think this actually works a little bit here. You know what? Yeah, it works. It works a little bit. Yeah, this works quite well. All right, and I'm gonna copy this. Okay, let's get this up here. Okay, and this is where I come in. Okay, well, hold on. Let's get a look at the animation just overall real fast. Wait, actually, hold on. I think I nearly forgot the ears at the end. Yep, I did. All right. You get all that out of the way, and then yeah. Okay, there's that, and then boom, boom. Erase all of that, and then boom, boom, boom. A little bit of a touch up there, and I say that's pretty decent. All right, let's get back to the beginning and check this out. First things first, though, let's actually get out of this, and then just for now, hold on. Okay, no, the audio won't play, so we're gonna need to go back in here. Go into this thing, get the occupancy down quite a bit so that way it's not in the way of the actual video itself. And now let's get into the flip book here and watch from the beginning. First things first though, music, shush for just a second so that way we can hear this.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon for you and your needs.
Yeah, definitely really, really good. I just need to fix up the mouth at the end there. That's kind of what I need to do. Which by that I mean, let me turn the audio back on. Gonna give that a little erase right there. And there we go. All right. All right, and this is where I gotta go ahead and take this real fast. Bring it back a bit. By bring it back a bit, I mean bring it all the way back over here real fast to where this is. So I think we can actually have this on a loop now. Yep.
Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon for you and your needs.
It actually is like really perfect. Dare I say this is probably like almost as equally good as the Becky Let Me Smash video, because I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fucking funny. Okay, with this in mind now, it's time for a camera angle change. And actually, hold on, I kind of realized one small thing that I didn't do, and that was kind of like erase shadow here real fast. Let me go ahead and get over here and patch that up real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna need a larger eraser just for this, and that's just a little bit much. Okay, there we go, and then we go back over here and just erase the little tips of his spikes? I don't know. And that should be good. Just the blink. The blink helps sell it, if you ask me. Your knees. Hey, hold on though. Let me actually go back over here and get the color for this real fast, because we are going to, as I said, have a bit of a camera change here. Or at least an angle change. And have it be like this a little bit here. And then that's gonna go ahead and fill out the duration there. Yep, fill out duration. And Zonic is of course going to remain. But now we go over here, and now he's gonna be over here. Gonna just have that like that. Gonna have his hands just down to the side, because I'm not gonna lie, at this point, well, it has been fun to actually draw him out a bit. Tired of drawing his grubs! Alright, and this is where we just have like the classic like 45-degree angle styled face. And he's gonna, for the most part, pretty much remain in this position. The only thing that's really gonna change is like his facial features, because I'm basically gonna be on the side in a second here, reacting to the fact that he's here at a weapon stand. God damn it. Right. There we go. You get a bit of the erasing going on here. Yada 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 yada. Like this kind of thing going on here. Do a little bit of that, that, and that. And then go over there, and then over here, and then get these little bolts sticking out now. Get this all sort of going now. By the way, just again, a quick little wellness check to anybody and everybody in chat right now. I hope y'all are doing good. How are you at the moment? Y'all's doing fine right now. Hope everything is going good on your end, whatever it is you are doing. Excuse me. Doing good. I hate the sewers. I would assume you're probably in some sort of sewer level for RE2. But let me just go ahead and do this. And okay, we're good. If so, please, I ask you not to do too many spoilers because I still want to like check out RE2 Remake because I have not played that game yet and I would like to on stream one day. Because playing RE9 got me interested in wanting to play some of the RE remakes. Because I have not done that and I would really like to do so. Yeah, and there's a lot of shit. I assume pun intended, because sewers. Okay, out to frame 138. And then after frame 138 is going to be like... Come on, there we go. Gonna copy. Okay, and then we're gonna do a bit of this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And now this is where we're gonna go back to the technical pen for eraser. Usually the blank should definitely be a little lower. Hold on. The mouth should actually be changing now. And here's where we paste, and now we just ba-da-ba-da-ba. What the fuck is that audio? Alright, well this is where I basically step in now. Okay. And just for simplicity's sakes, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to have a bit and myself kind of stand there just being like, what the heck? Hold on, I should actually have it be more like this. I don't know, I'm gonna raise my gest area a little too soon. Okay. I want to try to go over something like this real fast. It's always a bit rough trying to draw in dreams, just because it's like in regular Procreate everything's like practically a breeze, but with this one it's just like I don't usually have the tools that I have in Procreate, like regular Procreate. I still barely even know how to animate, and just kind of having to wing it a lot of the time without having some pre-drawn shit for like this stuff is always just kind of like a little ugh, you know what I mean? Also, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect us to get through this as fast as we did. This is why I had like another day for art on my stream schedule. If you saw it on Blue Sky, follow me on Blue Sky for the updates, please, and thank you. So I was just kind of like thinking like, we might need to like have like 2 days just in case we don't really get through it that fast. Bro, we breezed through this like it was nothing. The scuff gives a speed boost. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, with the fact that it took as long as it did just for us to get audio coming through, like, helped out quite a bit. But I mean, hey, honestly, as I usually say, as a VTuber, you kind of need to just embrace the scuffage a bit. If it happens, it's a part of the stream. You gotta deal with it. You know, though, part of me actually really kind of like wonders, even though it might not be likely, I wonder if like the actual VA for Sonic might actually like see this one day. Just because it's like a lot of voice actors, whenever they have like, obviously they usually are doing this a lot of time anyway. So it's like, usually depending on some stuff, they'll usually like see some things that are done of them anyway. And it makes me wonder where it's just like, I wonder if they'll see my stuff. Even though it's like, from what I can tell, always like very unlikely. I'd like to be surprised, not gonna lie, I'd like to be surprised. Just makes me wonder, like, what his reaction to this would be for the most part, like, if he did see this, like, I wonder what he's thinking when he sees this. Also, I'm gonna do this with my mask on because ain't no way I'm gonna have my mask off and just try to, like, in some way sync this up. Also, that's a bit rough there, the way I kind of drew that out. Also, I think it's funny that I just like have like a smile, my smiling mask on. And then I just have like a bit of a shocked look in my eyes, you know what I mean? I feel like that would be pretty fucking funny. Or it's just like eyes that are like... I can already see it, and you know what? I'm going with it. Fuck it. I am going with it. This is something that I am going to be doing. Though, you know, I'm honestly not surprised at the fact that it's just like, I'm not surprised at the fact that it's like, the VA for Sonic, like, did some background voices, because, like, a lot of big name voice actors anyway already, like, do background voices for shows and games and movies and stuff like that anyway. So it's just like, I'm not really surprised. But at the same time, I kind of do wish you, like, I mean, I haven't really gotten that far deep into the game anyway yet, but I really kind of do hope that he, like, voices like a character that's like either considered a main side character or a main character in general at one point for FF7, because I feel like it would be kind of nice, you know? I mean, hey, like they say, a gig is a gig is a gig is a gig, but I mean, still, I feel like it would be kind of nice to have like the VA of Sonic kind of voice somebody like, I don't know, Clyde. I know, unlikely, but I feel like it'd be a little funny. Yeah, there's me face to face with Sonic trying to sell me weapons. Alright, but now, oh, hold on, actually, let me copy paste this, because what I want to do here is I want to still have that as is. But when I start saying Sonic, I just, like, immediately just have, like, a curious look on my face where it's just like, huh? Like, right here, we just paste, and then we just go back here, go fill the duration to there. Then we erase these eyes, and then just hit them with the regular eyes of mine. I'm trying to like figure out how I would go about with these eyes right now. Alright. Alright, and now for the last frame. I have an idea here, but we need to get out of the flip book now. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to look. Okay, there we go. Now, excuse me for 1 second. I need to look through something because I know exactly what I want to use and what I want to do. Okay, let's see. See if I can find it. Might be a minute because I haven't even bothered to use it for anything for a while. Well, let's see if we can change it. Ah, here it is. I had to scroll very far back, but I mean, hey, I found it, so it works, huh? Yeah, in terms of everything, it won't really entirely make sense because of how it is, but I mean, hey, I feel like it works. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is this. Yes, it's one of my own emotes, and no, I don't care. I am going to use it because I feel like it makes it funnier. Now, what am I going to do exactly with it? This. Hold on 1 second. To be honest, I thought that there would actually be like something more there, but I mean, hey, it might work out. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go back, actually. And now we go into what? Now we go into oh, okay, that's how that works. Got it. Okay, and then we also do this. Let's see how that works. Oh, I love it. It works. I love it. I love it. Okay, now for the beginning, I need to at least definitely have like a fill of some kind where it will just be like a little intro-esque type of deal kind of going on here to let people know like what this is all about. Suppose let's go with the drawing. First I need to go back and get rid of this because that's not needed. Wait, hold on, did I accidentally? Fuck! I did. I thought it was like the empty slot and not the one with the picture, but I mean, hey, luckily I can do that and everything's fine. First things first, the drawing though is gonna need to be all the way back over here by the beginning here, and also the video, now that it is done, is going to need to be fully transparent here because ain't no way we're gonna need to worry about that. And what I'm going to be doing here is writing in a little note for the beginning saying like this audio was taken from a stream clip from my previous FF7 stream of mine and all that type of jazz. Hold on. Forgive me, I am not really the best at writing. Audio. of this animatic was taken from a previous. That's how you spell previous, right? FF7 remake. Hold on. Remake. I don't know I'm spelling that correctly, but I do need to make it look like a capital K. FF7 remake. From a previous FF7 remake. Stream. And so I. Oh, how do you spell decided? I have no idea. Decided. I hope that's how you spell that. To animate over the voice clip. Oh my. Heard. Hold on. From a. How do you spell familiar? Hold on. Hey Google, how do you spell familiar? It's a little too fast, Google. Hey Google, how do you spell familiar? Alright, there we go. Oh, the voice clip I heard from a familiar voice. Hold on, did I spell voice earlier than I did, or... Okay, I did. Leaky. Hold on, wait, no. Like. Share. How do you spell share? Oh, it's right there on the fucking screen. Forgive me. Share and subscribe. Hold on. Oh, God damn it. Come on, work with me, dreams. Hold on. Gotta, of course, have like one of these here because it's just like, it's practically one of my few signatures. What? Okay, and then, of course, my actual main signature here. Oop, hold on, I kind of fucked it up. You think as somebody that has practiced this a couple times, I would be used to doing it a lot, but no. But yeah, there is our little notes for the beginning of this video, and we need to just go in here and do the small thing, and that is this. Hold on. And have it go from like a Gaussian blur to like. I'm gonna need to probably bring it out a little bit. Then from here, I'm gonna go from. Nope, hold on, wait. I'm gonna go from like a Gaussian blur to a fade. Okay, let's see how that looks, huh? Okay, I say that works out pretty well there, folks. How about you? Yeah, I might try to make one little attempt with one thing, and that is fixing the audio so that way the voice of Sonic actually does kind of come out a little better here. Hold on one second, let me... Can I do like some format of cutting here? Nope, not that type of cut! Okay, hold on, let's see, compose. Okay, let's see, can I mess with the audio here? Ooh, I can actually admit. I didn't even know that I could do that. I'm glad that I know now. Okay, hold on, let me see. What if I go all the way back here, huh? Oh gosh, is there like an audio option for this stuff? Hold on, let me see. Pro. Hold on. Wait. Procreate Dreams, not the lasso tool, but hold on, let's see. Audio edits, are there audio edits? Adding keyframes to your audio or video tracks as low as I don't need keyframes. I need to mess with it so that way I can make it so that way the volume is a little louder. Hold on, maybe audio volume adjust? There we go. 0 4. Placing keyframes. Okay, keyframes. I see. There we go. Okay, it's max. Fuck. All right. Well. Fuck me. I guess this will just have to work. This is probably gonna have to work. This is probably gonna have to do. So let's see. How does this look from beginning to end here, folks? Eh? Actually realizing I'm gonna need to go back and like mess around with that hand animation just a little bit first. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna need to go back and grab the syrup pen. The audio is just gonna be in your ears for a second, folks, so apologies for that. Yeah. Yada 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 yada. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see how that looks now, huh? Let's go all the way back to the beginning.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon for you and your needs.
Sonic?
No better way.
It works out so well. Oh man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I might have made us. I think I might have made another masterpiece here, folks. It's nearly making me wish that I actually didn't do it in 12. So it makes me wish I actually did it in, like, I don't know, 24s a little bit. But then again, we'd probably be here forever. But either way, cinema. Absolute cinema. Really do wonder if, like, the VA for Sonic will ever see this, but again, doubt it, but I'd like to be surprised. Let's see. Okay. First things first, let's actually get, like, an actual, like, look at this and see how it looks just from beginning to end here, huh?
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection. Speak with our friendly staff to find the perfect weapon for you and your needs.
Sonic? It was so perfect. So, to anybody in chat, what would you rate that at, huh? What would you rate that animation at, huh? Out of 10, huh? Honestly, in comparison with this, and dare I say even Beckett Let Me Smash, this one's definitely a 9, but Beckett Let Me Smash is definitely a magnum opus to me, if you ask me. 9? Yeah, definitely. This is amazing. Dare I say one of my best works yet? Alright, but yeah, honestly, you can expect to see this posted to YouTube later. Might have it get posted over the weekend. We'll see. Depends on what kind of happens over the weekend, because I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, this is definitely a good place to call it. Especially after the amount of hullabaloo we went through earlier. But hey, it's a part of the process. You just gotta deal with it and just have fun with it wherever you can. And dare I say, we had a lot of fun. Huh? Anybody agree? Would you say we had ourselves a lot of fun with this? Because I know I sure did. Alright, but yeah. Either way, though, as per usual with the stream, this is definitely where I gotta say we're gonna end it. But we're not gonna end it just by ending it. We are gonna end it with a raid. So for anybody that wants to participate in the raid, be ready for the raid message that I'm about to put into the chat. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second. And you know what? Just because it was a part of the animation, let's go ahead and use this emote. A little boom, and then a little yeah, and then da, and then boop. Alright, so to anybody that wants to participate in the raid, feel free to copy paste that message that I just put into the chat. And if you do not have access to the emotes, feel free to replace them with either your own or some others that you like to use. No. Who to send it to is the question here. There are a plethora of people streaming tonight, so who can we find? Can we find a good friend? Can we find somebody new? Can we get another artist with this? Actually, you know what? Well, let's look around first before I say who we can send this to. Okay, you know what? Yeah, why not? Let's get it sent over to this person real fast. Let's get it sent on over to another artist, Shantway. Person that we're going to send this on over to is somebody who is also working on art currently, and their name is, if I am pronouncing this correctly, if you happen to see this, sorry if I butcher it, Biru Flower. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Again, apologies if you see this and I happen to have butchered it. Yeah, let's get this sent on over to them. They're currently doing some art as well, working on random bits, and even maybe working on what I saw, a comic strip of some kind. We're about to see in a moment here, so hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere if you want to join in on this raid. Yeah, bro. There they are. Alright, let's get this sent down over to Lemons Runaway. Yeah, this was definitely a lot of fun. I need to figure out what I need to do for the next Earth stream now, because like I said, I thought that I was going to be able to like work on this animation both this day and that day. But I mean, hey, I guess we got to find something else to either animate or draw and work on that day, huh? Guess we'll find out once we get there. But for now, it's just a matter of time of figuring stuff out and seeing what we can do. Hey, who knows? Maybe some people might give some good suggestions, and if you want to do that, make sure you head over to my Blue Sky, as I said prior, and send in some suggestions if you wish. But yeah, I believe with all that being said and done, thank you to everybody who's joined me since the beginning of the stream. I do deeply appreciate it, especially if you went through all that scuffage. It means a lot. You take some time to see this dummy who smiles on your screen for no reason whatsoever. Smiles on your screen for no reason whatsoever, and I do deeply appreciate it. And yeah, I believe with all that said and done, y'all take care. Y'all have yourselves a very good one. And until tomorrow, which we'll be playing some more Slime Rancher, so look forward to that. I'm Star. I love y'all. I'll talk to all y'all later. Y'all have a good one now.